Welcome. Here is my very brief guide for Poisonous Concoction build for 0.2 in Path of Exile 2. I'll start with a very quick intro how to play. Start by using Despair. Try to time it as a boss or whatever appears, don't use it on trash. Then I Winter, Vine Arrow and spam Concoction. Something like this. And most things would be dead in seconds. Now, there were pretty big changes, and the patch notes are really not conclusive. Many things were just changed some values and scaling at higher levels and so on, so it's almost impossible to tell how well it will work. But with that said, I have removed the bow and quiver. This is my not very good SSF gear, so there's nothing amazing here. This is, in other words, a very easy build to gear, and it might be a very good starter. Again, patch notes are inconclusive and I have not been able to test it, but it really should be good. It hits something like 1 point something million DPS, and Poisonous Concoction has been buffed to have was nerfed by removing the weapons, but it was buffed to give 200% poison magnitude instead of 100%. It might hit around 2 million on minimal gear, which is very respectable. I will update it as soon as POB is updated, but for now just have to be an estimate. So briefly, the skills: Poisonous Concoction. Have to try Scattershot. They said it will spread more. Not sure if it will be the best or not. Close combat, for sure. Comorbidity and deadly poison, because it is the poison that's been buffed. Martial tempo should still be best, even if it's nerfed. And super critical, I left it in here. If you reach really high levels of crit, this might be the best gem. But at the levels of crit I reached with my junk gear, it is not. But you can just check in and check it here and see. Plague Bearer is not included, but it does very, very high DPS. It's probably the main DPS of the build for clear, and it just insta-clears entire screens, and the poison spreads from the poison proliferation here, which with the Heralds nerfed, this might be one of the better clears in the game. I thought if they nerfed Herald's chaining, they would nerf this as well, but I guess they didn't. So that's another good thing for the build. So the gear again is nothing amazing. It is what I managed to scrape together in solo self-found in the previous season. I use Energy Shield Helmet for the Subterfuge Mask and Energy Shield Body Armor. Then the rest can really be anything. Evasion or Evasion Hybrid, whatever. Try to get a bit more evasion than I have here. Just a gear I had, which was not by choice. So just random resists, movement speed, energy shield, evasion on everything. Ming's Heart, and with the CI you can even have 2. It's just very hard to fit it in SSF. Not even using Ingenuity, just a random resist belt. So really, really nothing special here. This should be gear you could scrape together the first couple days and reach this DPS roughly ×2. The gems, I previously had quiver gems, so I just duped my decent ailment fuel. And the best stats should be like evasion, attack speed, ailments deal damage faster, magnitude of poison, magnitude of ailments, magnitude of critical ailments, and so on. Critical strike chance as well, since there are limited amounts of sources for it now. No quiver. So yeah, nothing complicated here. The skills all listed. If you decide you want shield charge, you can't have Vine Arrow. And this is also bugged, so it doesn't work in POB, right? But it does add a lot of damage to the poison DPS. Quick overview of the tree. Again, this is the old, because POB hasn't been updated at the time of production, but energy shield seems unnerfed. So even with this gear, you can reach 5.3k. With equivalent life gear, you would probably have 2.5k life. So yeah, it's a no-brainer. And energy shield nodes give evasion as well. So still probably OP. And you can easily swap some crit or other damage to more energy shield if you want. In that case, I used to have the nodes around here. Insightfulness and melding. So poison nodes, these are on the weapon swap to get some extra points. Chaos skills, also an extra point mainly for Plague Bearer because it scaled so much. That has been changed. Patch notes do not specify, so this might be useless. It's a candidate to remove. This might be good. So I added it just so you can see on the unarmed weapon swap. This is still good even if it was heavily nerfed. Bunch of crit. Bunch of more crit. Eternal Youth to make the flask give energy shield. And here is a choice. You either pick Icebreaker and use a stun charm. Then you more or less can't be frozen. Or I tried the other way, but then you sometimes got frozen and died. Don't pick this and use the threshold for stun instead. Don't remember where it is. Here. So it's a bit of an extra travel as well. But yeah, I think this is the best setup. Here's an additional nice point to take, and you can do this on a weapon swap point. I've forgotten to allocate it here. If you do this on the weapon swap that does not have blink, you can have it only on your dodge roll, and you are simply always unaffected by chill then during dodge roll, which is nice. Here are some weapon swap. All the red are the unarmed attack stuff. The green is for the utility, so some more curse stuff. Have to go to pure chaos in order to make Eye of Winter deal chaos damage, otherwise it will not debuff. So until you have this node, either anointed or spect, this is a very solid anoint choice, you need to simply not use it, because it won't work. More green stuff for the weapon swap, fast speed, more curse, and yeah, that's about it. Fantasy points. You'll probably go for Poisonous Concoction at once, since it has basically been baseline buffed. You don't need any gear for it anymore. So most likely it is a very solid choice to level with now. It was so before, unless you had Wink gear with high skills. And then take the either the skill points or contagious, doesn't matter much. I also want to mention the utility tricks for mobility that I found last league. And you can set your weapon swap here, so that the shield charge is only used on the correct weapon set, and blink as well. And all your other skills on your normal skill swap. Then you can shoot your skills and shield charge and blink. And this has only a couple seconds cooldown, so
I need more time.
You will still be able to use it in 0.2 if you sacrifice your Vine Arrow, which is a big DPS loss and snare, but it might be worth it for the max mobility. I don't know yet. You can still have blink at least on the other weapon swap, even if you do want to keep vine arrow and gas arrow and toxic growths. But yeah, much of this is speculation, and I am not sure yet if I will play this build or if I will try a hunter or perhaps cold snap. So I'll see at launch, and if I do play it, I will surely update it more. Otherwise, I hope it is of use to someone. So thank you for watching and see you at launch.